Welcome ladies and gentlemen, my name is Resha and we are playing KSP 1.31. So today we're gonna do another surface moon rescue or moon surface rescue. I don't know the orders to say that. And I just want to show you before we begin, I think this was just a great view. We have the moon here, the surface of the moon, which we are currently orbiting around 25,000 meters. I took us all the way from Kerbal and to the moon, and I skipped this part in this video because we did it in a couple of videos before this when we did another moon surface rescue. So why is it so pretty here? Yes, because I found Duna here in the background, and the reason why I think I finally found it is that I've changed my skybox, and my new skybox is a lot more darker because I thought it was a little bit problematic sometimes with my trajectories and numbers. They didn't, they kind of blended into my skybox, and my new skybox is dark, and now I finally see this one. Wait, is there something there? No, it wasn't. So now it's found. Now I can click on the different stars. Is that something? No. So what we're gonna do here is save Linul. Where are you, little friend? Here it is. So our last moon rescue was over here. We still have the mystery object. I will probably remove it a little bit later, but we have Linul here. So what we want to do now first is to get the inclination change, which will bring us that we fly right above Linul here. So let's do it over here. Right on that one. And then I will use, let's see, I will use precise maneuvers, fantastic, turn orbit up and down. Why is it so fantastic? I like it because if we check these numbers, if you do normal changes, you have to do some couple of retrograde and so on. Otherwise, it will be messed up. As you can see, it keeps the numbers the same here, so it's really, really helpful. And you also have a circularize button that I often use when I circularize Kerbal before going out to space. So let's see. I did it over this one because then I can see how correct it is. So 0.3. So I think I will manually change this a bit. Let's press on this number. So we will go. That was not the way we wanted to go. If we go a little bit normal here, and as you can see, it has changed my parapets. Yes, I'm trying to learn to say that, and apit stayed almost the same, but the change is there a little. So if I go a little bit I have to go a little bit prograde to keep that number. You see, you have to adjust back and forth here all the time. So yeah, but this, as long as we are in safe orbit, so we don't hit, I think it's around 10,000 meters. So if you're not in 10,000 meters, you will not hit anything on the moon. So yeah, so let's see if we can get this orbit to work a bit better. So let's see. It's moving about a little bit too much. Okay, so there we have a perfect match with, as we can see there. So that's really cool. Only thing we are lacking now is I estimate the burn time. I should probably just burst it a bit. Let's just check. So our distances are good. Yes. I think it would be around 30 seconds here, but so let's move a bit closer to our maneuver node, and then I will do the burst. We have a thrust weight ratio of almost 9, so yes, this will be a fast burn. So let's see, let's do it fast. 54 seconds. Okay, cool. So we will need to burn 25 plus 2, 27 seconds before the node. And I think I will want to watch this happen here, so I can see it matches up good with. Let's time warp manually here a bit. Closing into 27 seconds here. So we can do this inclination change. The better we set it up, the less we have to change it later here. Okay, cool. So let's remove. So we are only 1 degree off. I think we can fix that with some manual flying here. So I also, in the last episode, I also added more satellite cover, as you can see here. Let me show that. So yeah, this will help out, because if we lose contact with our probe, we lose control of it. So let's go here first. And then I want to do another maneuver node, so I have an idea how much work I have to do when I arrive at the point here. We're a tiny bit off here, so let's see if we can find our targets. It should probably be around there. So then we can see. Let's see. 5. If I just burn a little bit here at the horizon, so we don't affect the orbit height so much. Okay, cool. So let's just do. I think that looks good. Okay, cool. So let's do a maneuver around here. Let's tab to our maneuver. So what it seems like that we are dealing with here, he's at the edge of a crater. So I think this is the area we want to aim at, so we don't land into the crater, so we get stuck down there or flip over, because there's probably more flat surface around here. So let's start with a retrograde burn by 400. So we will go with, let's see here, let's move it ahead. So we will do about the method Draylo uses, which means that we want to have 1/3 of our trajectory behind our target and 2/3 before. And then I will probably just adjust this manually by flying down there, because otherwise I will just be jumping between map mode and the craft mode a bit too much. So we have a 30 seconds burn. So yes, let's go. As we can see here we have, of course the moon is spinning here too, so let's move you forward a bit here. So a bit forward again. So let's burn at 16. Then we'll just burn manually here. We'll see what will be happening here. Okay, cool. Here we have the node. I will keep burning at the horizon just to kill some extra horizontal speed, which will make things a little bit easier. So that looks good. Let's remove this one. Tab ourselves back to the ship. So there is 2 ways you can come back to the ship fast. It's using shift tab, and that will make your ship burn, engines burn, or you can use backspace if it works on your keyboard, which it doesn't do for me here. So here we have our target here. I see the crater there, and another one there, another one there, and there. So just around this area here will probably be the best one here. We're still fairly high up in the air here. Our target should be, our retrograde should be moving closer and closer to our target here. And we're a little bit off here, so let's see if we can change that first by lining this to 270 line. So if we go a little bit in this area here, so let's see. That should put us on the line, which will match up our target a little bit better there. I can see it's a little bit to the right of that 270 line. So let's go back and do another burn. So let's see what we have done here. Okay, cool. So that is fairly above it, but we want to land here. So let's go. Let's check our target a bit. So it's almost lined up there. So if I burn retrograde here, but a little bit in this angle, I will line up our target too, but and at the same time kill some horizontal speed there. Okay, that was a little bit too much. Okay, cool. So we are at 16,000 meters. Let's check our map mode here. Yes, we are more or less lined up there, and I think I want to kill some more speed here. Let's kill it to 50. Let's see, our trajectory is still over it, so let's burn some more. Still over it. Okay, cool. So if I go retrograde now, so yeah, it looks like we are more or less falling right down. We just currently have a curve. It's that way. Okay. Okay, let's burn. Okay, so we are in front of him. I'm fine by that, but we are fairly... Let's see if we can find our target. Is over there. So if we move it a little bit in this direction, we don't have to fly so long. So let's go retrograde. So yeah, let's go manually here. So let's see what we're dealing with here. It doesn't look like we are landing in the crater here, but we can't be sure. So we are about 1 kilometer away. So if I burn a bit in this direction, we don't have to drive so far, yes. This will come back here. So let's see. Let's go a little bit retrograde. Okay, so let's burn a little bit in this direction. Whoa, yeebus. I totally lost control there because I was locked into the retrograde here. So if I go... If I go in this direction... Okay, that's cool. So let's go retrograde. So yes, I think this is a good spot to push down. So yeah, we will put ourselves down here. I think that is close enough without landing into the crater, and it saved us a little bit time. I could go a little bit in that direction. Yes, I could probably fly all the way there. But I think I will touch down here. Hopefully we'll not land on that rock. That would be awful. So let's slow our roll a bit. So we just touch down very gently here. Let's go radial out, another tip from trailer, so we don't get any weird wobbling before we touch down there. It's a little bit, not a little, it's a little bit slopey here, but I think we will be able to do it. Yeah, so as it's very slopey, I will do a very light touchdown. Cool. So I think we actually are close enough to just switch over to Linul here. So yes, it looks like his ship has burned up and he is probably a tourist or something, maybe, I'm not sure. So let's see if we can, where are our guys? They over there, we can see it over there, so cool. Let's plant the flag just because we can that, because I'm happy with this moon rescue, it went very smooth. Yes, I think a combination with manual flying and setting up a very good Dralo method with 2/3 before the target and 1/3 out made this really easy to land over the target. Okay, so moon serve first rescue off. I just want to remember it. It was really fun this, so we just... Oh, I spelled that wrong. It would be because we are kerbals. Okay, so let's fly over here. It should go fairly fast, otherwise I have to mess about with my wheels, which is not... I think Dralo told me how to set up the wheels so you know which direction they are actually facing when they start driving, but I forgot how to do that. So yeah, let's fly. It's fairly safe here. So it's a little bit slopey, so we are flying almost 30 kilometers per hour. In this case it was so close, otherwise I would rather use the wheels on my Land Rover, so yes, I have options, which is good. As we are going uphill, I just need to keep... I already had some momentum, so I just have to keep pressing up with my thrusters here. So let's go a little bit. Okay. So let's brake. Okay, it didn't make it. Okay, cool. So I've destroyed some of the solar panels, that's why I'm careful here. But now I'm impatient here, so let's fly just under them. I kind of like this skybox better than the old one I have because it's darker, so it's easier to see. Okay. Okay, so there we go. This board. Oh, wait, where are we? We are in Midland, so let's go to the Kerbal Space Center and see if there is something we can do to earn some money. I'm supposed to do that a lot more so I don't lose money, but let's go there. Okay, we have a quest here with, but I don't have this science part to do it in the Midlands. If I knew that before, if I planned myself a lot better, planned my approach a lot better, I could pick up that quest and got that scan, but I didn't. So, but we only was losing around 33,000, but we still have that, so it was not a big deal. So let's get back to our ship. Oh, this was weird. It didn't save me after I... Oh, it was a different client. Yeah, so I have to do this over again. Okay, so I'm inside again here. Yes, we could do a Midland quest if I had that thing. So let's figure out which way is north. Yeah, there is somewhere. So if I go north from here, it's up there. So I want to go. Let's see. It's not that important. I can fix it if it's needed. Let's slow our roll a bit. So go north. North is that way, so let's face ourselves north. So can't even see my curve. It's too small. So I want to go in this direction, I believe. Okay. I was about to crash there, so it was not my best flying. Okay, I can still see my curve, so I wanted to go... I have no clue which way I'm going. Okay, that is kind of good. Let's just burn. It's 22,000 meters, cool, so we have... And it doesn't matter, let's circleize here. Let's point ourselves into the maneuver. Like to have it like this, so... Okay, a small burn I need here. So it will be... Cool, so that is good enough. Okay, so we are going in that direction, so I need to put my maneuver over here. 250. Okay, cool, so it's a little bit weird, but we can make a little bit better of it. Let's go to normal here to straighten it out. Another tip the radio gave me was to have the highest point, the up is pointing to the moon, and I think it will work, but in our case where we have this weird... Okay, that was a little bit too much. So we can see the angle here, so we want to put ourselves inside around 33,000 meters. Let's see if we can get this to work here. Okay, cool. So we have a 13 seconds burn. It's not a big one. It's almost just about 300 delta V, and we need to burn 7 seconds before and 7 seconds afterwards, or 6.5 if you want to be exact here. So I will put ourselves in a lot steeper trajectory right into the atmosphere here. Trailer told me, yes, he is my new guru. He told me that it's safe about around that high altitude to put yourself inside, and I believe him. I don't think you don't joke about Kerbal depths. So yes, so let's point ourselves into the maneuver, and we will do this burn here. Okay, cool. So we are into the maneuver. Let's go halfway, as we just need to burn for 7 seconds. So we have the last part here. So let's get ready. Yeah, but it kind of makes sense. The only thing is my highest point is around here. Okay, now I burned a bit prematurely there. Okay, so let's lower all a bit. Let's remove this. Oh, time to see there. Let's focus on the curving. Although I hate this stabbing. Okay, I will shift tab fast. Fuck. That's why I only tab the Steam overlay. So what has happened with my trajectory now? Yes, I went. So let's go retrograde. I probably went right into the surface there. Let's see if we can get it to appear again. So that is safe, I think. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that screwed everything up. There we go. We are escaping the moon over here, so we get the trajectory over here. Sweet. So far, I think this is a simple part here. The only thing that I think will happen... okay, let's go back to our ship. The only thing that is bothering me now, as our batteries on our lander will probably explode, as we will have some really heat going on there when we crash right into the atmosphere here. So yes, they will probably explode, I think. Yes, they are not protected. It will be this part here. I think I can send our lander part to its death by just... So now it's in orbit here. Cool. So it will crash right into Kerbal. Hopefully it will not... so this is the way we are going. So we are coming. Okay, so bye bye Lando part. So the thing is, when you just crash into the atmosphere, you can actually time warp all the way. It will stop into the atmosphere, but in my experience, sometimes it doesn't. It just has happened to me a couple of times. When you go right into the surface, it will not stop as it should. So I'm not trusting that. Maybe it's fixed, maybe it was a bug or anything like that. So here we see, let's get our retractor of solar panels. They will be protected by, it's in a small box, so they will be protected, but I'm quite sure, I'm not sure I remember correctly how much heat these batteries will take, but yes, they will probably explode. But I don't think it will kill us. It will just be interesting to see here. So let's just retract everything here. So yes, cool. Oh yeah, we are coming in. If we zoom out, so this. Okay, let's try it. Let's go all the way here. Okay, it was a perfect time warp for me, so we're now entering in the atmosphere, which is good. We have one parachute, and Linul is happy. I wonder if we have... Hopefully we will keep him, because that is 3 kerbals. Then I will save a lot more kerbals if we can keep him. That will save money. They cost about 60,000, so it's actually some money to be saved. So we are at 59,000. The atmosphere is still not thick enough for us. So let's see here. Yes. I wonder if they will explode or not. Yeah, so this is a fairly shallow curve too. Our vertical speed, which is down, is actually getting slower here because we getting right into the atmosphere, so it breaks us. So that's cool. If we go in this direction a long time here, it will be safe. Like this angle. Ah, it looks safe. Yeah. It's still going fairly fast. It also depends where we land here. If we land in the mountains, this actually can maybe presents itself with some problems here. Yes, I like my new skybox a lot more than my old one. Yes, because my old skybox was beautiful in some situations, but in some other situations it wasn't. Yeah, so we are putting air on fire here. I would probably speed this part up if I wasn't... I'm not sure, because it was a long time. I remember I usually put them in such a steep curve when I was doing just orbits around Kerbal, but then I thought, I just kind of guessed that it would have built a lot more speed when you come in from another planet, so that's why I started to be very conservative with the insert here, but I think it kind of looks okay. We are still not... Okay, so we are starting to build up some more vertical speed. That means we are going down a bit faster. So yes, there is a Kerbal city there. Our highest point is not that high. So yes, we are staying, of course, staying inside the atmosphere. Yes, but this works really well. As long... It doesn't look like the batteries was exploding. I wasn't sure about those. Those wasn't the one that worried me. So we are a comment now. Okay, yeah, this is working very well. Let's move. Let's check it. Okay, yeah. Wait. Another thing I can mention about the parachutes, they actually work, if I select them like this, they actually work over... This altitude is actually over the terrain. So yeah, so if you are doing this over a mountain, it will really still deploy 1,000 meters over the terrain. So yeah, I didn't thought so, but Raylo told me otherwise. Yeah, it's safe. So okay, cool. Let's go fast. And we can see we are, yeah, this is 1,000 meters above the terrain, so hopefully the trailer is right, because otherwise we will crash right into the mountains here. So let's see if it deploys 1,000 meters. It should be deployed around now. Yes. Okay, yeah, it works. So we landed here in the mountains. I didn't change anything on the parachute. Okay, let's see our landing here. I don't think it will be any drastic. In one episode I landed in the mountain and was just rolling around. And I think we will be safe here. Let's see. That's cool. So you go EVA. I'm not sure if we. Yes, I'm not sure if we have done some science here. So cool. Let's recover our vessel. It was a successful moon surface rescue. It was really, yeah. I'm very happy. I think it went a little bit smoother compared to my last one. I think if I will do another mission with this, I think I will be a little bit sharper, but okay, so we have gathered 27.8 science, and this is because some of my science is converted into money, which I have changed into the demonstration building, so that's why it's there. We got some of this back. That's nice. Cool. Ready for our next assignment. Does that really mean that we can keep him? That would be awesome. So let's see here what we accomplished here. We have rescued him for the surface, which we got 167,000, so that's really nice. Linul Kerbal was added to the crew, which is super nice. That is like 60,000 a year. Rescue, yes. World first milestones. We have performed a crew transfer near the moon. Okay, cool. So some science data. We got some science there. -1 because of my setup there, and it gave us some money because at the current point, if we check, let's see here, research and development. Over here, I almost have all the science stuff there, and I don't see a reason to try to collect anymore because we haven't even visited less than half of all of the celestial bodies around the sound. Less than half, yeah. So we still have a lot of science to gather, so I don't see a reason why. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using here. Where are you? Demonstration building. So. Patent license, it takes 33% of science gained from contracts, yields for each unit, so I will get field work 30%, so I will get money for science, because there is so much science to me to get, so, but it will not take all of my science, but it will convert some of it, yeah, because it gets more and more expensive to do stuff, because sometimes I don't want to do a contract, because or I want to build a satellite, or not that is not a contract. I need extra money, so I have a lot of money, but so it's not a problem yet. But I'm kind of thinking ahead here, a little bit long-term planning here. So yeah, that was everything for this episode, and as always, thank you for watching.